So we are back in Strasbourg, and we're here for 10 days. Tony's going to stay here while Mum and I go to England, and then we're going to pick up some his old boss, and then we're going to carry on. I'll meet them in Severn again. So I'm just going to go to the Capitan's boat to tell them what we're doing. So our boat is way down there, and so this is the Capitan's office and chandlery. So that wasn't too bad. For 10 days it's €193, and that's including water and power. So yeah, not too bad. Mum's just telling me this is a fireplace for these big ballrooms. This is in the Palace of Rohan. Quite amazing. This painting here is my favourite so far. Just the detail, just straight out of my own heart. I just love it. That is such beautiful lighting and details. Fantastic. Love it. So we've just made it into the middle of Strasbourg, where there's a flea market, and we've been waiting for a couple of days. So I'm quite excited, and it's looking really good. So let the treasure hunting begin. Mum and I head off to catch a bus tonight at midnight, and then we're heading over to England to stay in the Cotswolds for 10 days, which will be really lovely. So Mum and I are waiting for the bus. It's about 11:30 at night. So I'm just asking her a few questions. So what was your best part of the trip, Mum?
I just thought spending time with you and Tony was really good. And we went all the way up to the tunnels and the funicular, which was exciting.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, that lift. Yeah, that was very interesting.
And I think that castle was quite interesting. The ruins we went to was lovely.
Yeah.
There was always something happening on the canal, like a boat breaking down in the lock.
Oh yes, we had a few interesting things with other people.
Yeah.
But no, it's been...
And looking around Strasbourg.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
The cathedral and the palace.
And so our next adventure begins now. So we're off to the Cotswolds, and we're going to go and stay with a friend for a week. Wow, this has been an absolute mission. Caught the bus in the middle of the night. It was just bloody hot and sticky in the bus. Got to Paris and tried to find a taxi. Couldn't find a taxi, so we caught the metro and then an RER to the Gare du Nord. And trying to find where you get the Eurostar is actually quite hard. Finally got it, and so we're just getting ourselves regrouped, and hopefully we'll be on it soon. I'm exhausted. Holy shit, that's crazy. So we finally made it to Malo's house. She came and stayed with us on our boat with her daughter last year. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting here painting, and I've just seen this. Look at this. Oh my god, that is so cool. Apparently this area is known for doing the fox hunts, not that they use a fox anymore. So we've just been into Snows Hill Manor, and what a fascinating museum, really interesting. It's all about he collected all sorts of things that were just of interest to him, made by hand, and craftsmanship. That was what he was interested in, and just such an eclectic collection, but really fascinating, and beautiful gardens. So we went to the manor house and then decided we'd go to the local pub for lunch, and got there and they'd been overwhelmed couldn't, and the kitchen was closed. So we're now going back to the manor house to have something to eat. Just stopped at Morton and Marsh and did speed shopping. Managed to get a couple of little items from the antique store. We're having a Cornish pasty, and I've just been told the history of them. They were made for the miners. Their wives would make them for the tin miners, and the crust, they would hold their crust while they ate it, and then they'd throw the crust away because it would be all dirty from the tin, or their dirty hands. And that was why they had made like they were. Oh, I can't see the glass. There we go.
Don't like letting her have two.
We've just had dinner at the local pub. What's it called? We can't remember what it's called. It's 2 doors along. Anyway, and we met this...
Crown and Trumpet.
The Crown and Trumpet. And we met this lovely young guy who had a dog in there, a whippet, which is... My sister's got a whippet, so we got chatting. Anyway, and we sort of said that I would really like to see a fox. And he says, well... if you go down the lane and round the corner, up through a paddock and da-da-da-da, you'll see the badgers. So I have now talked to Melo. Her and I are going to go and explore. He said, be there at about 10 o'clock at night, but be very quiet. So the adventure begins. I don't know quite what I'm dragging Melo into, but we're going to go and find them. And if we're lucky, we might see a fox, which would be a bonus. I am very excited. So we got to see a whole family of them. We were trying to be very, very quiet, but it was very cool. You could just see them in the dark. So we're going to get going now before it gets too dark so we can find our way home. So today's mission is we're going to Broadway Tower, and we've just caught the bus up the hill. Just coming up the hill, walking up the driveway, which is quite a way, and that's where we're heading. The tower is an iconic landmark on top of the beautiful Cotswold escarpment. It was designed by Capability Brown for George William VI, Earl of Coventry, and was built and completed in 1798. So we're just down there, and there's the church, which is, I think, just, or am I just there? There's a church, or we're just beside the church, just down from there. This is the walkway that we're going to go to get back down to Broadway. We're up on the roof of the Folly, and just listening to the audio, and it's saying that William Morris himself came and had stayed here, and he had a bath up on the roof. Which is what they used to do in those days, because it was a long way to get the water and everything. So today we're going up to Hidcote Manor, which I think is up on that hill somewhere.
Yes, it's,
yeah, over there. Melo's leading the way through the paddocks. So this is linseed, and the whole thing would have been this lovely little blue flower everywhere.
So what is this?
After a good 45 minutes of walking uphill, we managed to find the Hidcote Manor and gardens, and it was very cool, beautiful gardens, and we met up with my brother's wife's family who live in England, so it was lovely to catch up with them as well. So that's Melo's house, the little middle one. Very cute, about 300 years old. The next day we were lucky enough where Rob came and picked us up and took us to Warwick Castle. So we're in Warwick Castle, and it is very expensive to come here. It was £38 for the day, and because we got here late, they'd given it to us for 24, but it was quite a lot of money to come in, so I'm hoping it's going to be good. The portraits that they have in this room, they bought, and then they just cut them in half to get 2 for 1, to make them fit into the areas that they had. So this was their sort of political room where they had portraits of people who were important to them at the time. Well, I'd have to say that it was worth the money. It was very interesting. There was very cool guides who talked about what was going on in the areas and the history of the place. We unfortunately didn't have much time, and it closed at 4:30, so we ran out of time. But it was brilliant, well worth the money. Just got off the bus at Chippen Camden today. I'm going to go explore. This is the old Chippen Camden Market Hall. You can see where all the nails are from the slate roof, and the floor is quite incredible. It's really difficult and ups and downs, years of wear and tear, I imagine, but quite cool. With the old resident pigeon. Here's a little feature. This is a cart wash, like the pre-empting car washes. You obviously drove in here, and then you can wash the cart wheels as you go through. Quite a hard case. So there's no buses today, it's being Sunday, so I'm just up early and going for a little wander through Broadway, and I'm going to see if I can find a nice little spot to paint. Something that I have really enjoyed about Broadway and England in general, not that I've only seen a tiny little piece of it, is all the lovely little walkways they have. It's just fantastic. And through paddocks and backs of people's gardens, and it's just lovely. So I don't know whether you can see, but way over in the distance, I can hear them, are all those hounds going for their morning walk across that paddock way over there. Wish I was over there this morning just to catch them again. So when I got back, we decided we'd go for a walk up to the old steam train station and watch the steam train come in. Here it comes. There you go, here's the stuff. Everybody going on? Very cool. Our station master. You can get a meal on the train, and it's very cool. We probably should have gone and organised our tickets, but didn't really think about it that far ahead. But so the train is here, and it was pulled in, and so now the engine's gone down there, and he's going to come in and connect up this way. Absolutely brilliant. So we just made it in time before the rain into this little bird hide, and perfect place for the rain. Camouflage, aren't they, the ducks for that. Just walking back into Broadway, and we've got the Morris dancers. I got to see my fox. Yay! So exciting. There he goes. He sat and watched us for quite a while. He's quite sweet. Well, that's it for this week. Milo has just shown us the best of the Broadway and the local area. It's been amazing. She's been a fantastic host, and I'm training out and going back to Tony tomorrow, and Mum's flying home to New Zealand, so it's been really lovely, and I hope you've enjoyed this week. It's been great seeing the places here, and managed to see my fox, which I was very excited about, so really cool. Thanks for watching.